Hello, and welcome to another episode where I play Marvel Champions, the living card game. And in this episode, we're going to be going against Klaw with Domino in a leadership deck. Um, Klaw has 12 hit points, Domino has 9. Klaw has a scheme of 2, an attack of 0, but has a forced interrupt. When Klaw attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. His main scheme, Underground Distribution, has a setup. Says search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme, reveal it, and then shuffle the encounter deck. Alright, so let's go find the defense network. Alright, there it is. And shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. We will put that in play. And that comes into play with 2 threat plus 1 additional threat per player. So it comes into play with 3. Flip Underground Distribution. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play engaged with the first player. Alright, so we're discarding until we get to a minion. We have a weapons runner. Has Surge, which we're not going to do that right now because it wasn't revealed. Alright. Let's shuffle up our deck and begin. He has an attack of 1, a scheme of 1, and health 2 hit points. Nina Thurman has a action. Choose a card in your hand and swap that card with the top card of your discard pile. Limit once per round. Alright, let's draw 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Domino's Pistol, Digging Deep, the Painted Lady, Cable, and Diamondback. Alright. Believe. I definitely want Cable out. What does the Painted Lady do? It is her support. After you discard a card from the top of your deck, attach that card face down here to a maximum of 3. Alter Ego action, exhaust the Painted Lady, add 1 card attached here to your hand. Okay. Diamondback, exhaust Diamondback, deal 1 damage to her, and discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. Alright. Alright, let's see. We could get some use out of her. That's 3, 4. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the Painted Lady, the Digging Deep, okay, and our double strength, that's 4 resources, to play Cable. Then I'm going to use Nina Thurman's ability to choose a card in my hand, swap that card with the top card of my discard pile, limit once per turn. I'm going to choose her pistol to go get our strength. And then I'm going to use our strength to play Diamondback. Alright. Then I'm going to flip up. So Domino is going to thwart for 1 off of Defense Network, and then Cable is going to do thwart for 2. And then Cable has a response. After Cable thwarts and defeats a side scheme, draw 1 card. So this is defeated. We get to draw a card. Alright, it is Mission Leader. Which has reduced the cost to play this mission or mission leader by 1 if your identity has soldier trait, which we do not. Hero response: after a side scheme is defeated, exhaust mission leader. Each player draws a card. So we'll hold on to that. Diamondback is going to exhaust Diamondback, deal 1 damage to her, and discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. So we're going to do that. So she's going to take a damage, and we're going to discard the top card of our deck. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource icon and discarded this way. So discard. It's a wild. So I'm assuming that just counts as a wild. Deals 1 damage to each enemy. So Klaw will take 1, going from 12 to 11, and the weapons runner will take 1. All right, that's the end of the turn. We'll ready everything up, drop to 5. Well, before I do that, do I want to swap this with the top card just to see what's there? Let's see what's there. So we're going to use Domino's action. Choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your deck. So it's Deadpool. All right. And then we'll ready up. And drop to 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oof. Oh wait, I can do this. Okay. One's gonna go on the main scheme. Klaw is going to attack. I think I'm going to have. Oh, Cable should have took a damage. No, not 3. 1. Okay. I think I'm gonna have Domino defend. So he's gonna get 2 boost cards. So he's attacking for 0 plus 0 plus 1. I defend for 3. He does no damage. The weapons runner is going to attack. I'll take 1. Then we get our encounter card, which is the Immortal Klaw. Klaw gets plus 10 hit points, so he goes from 11 to 21. Has an acceleration and comes into play with 3 threat. When the scheme is defeated, Klaw loses those hit points. Okay. All right, and then it's our turn again. Comes into play with 3 threat. All right. So that's 3. What I can do is I'm going to use Domino's ability to swap the top card of the deck with White Fox. Beautiful. So White Fox is on the top of the deck. I'm going to use Diamondback's ability to deal 1 damage to her and discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to each enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. It's going to knock her out. But I'm going to discard the card, which is going to be White Fox. After White Fox is discarded from the top of your deck, put her into play under your control. So I swap them out. Both Klaw and the weapons runner take a damage. That knocks the weapons runner out. White Fox is going to thwart 1 off of Immortal Klaw, bringing it down to 2. She'll take a damage. Cable's going to thwart for 2 and knock out the Immortal Klaw, bringing him back down to 10. He'd take a damage, and I draw a card for defeating a side scheme. All right. I'm going to use do I play the I could have played the double before I did that. Or played mission leader to draw another card. Play only if you're a mutant trait, which we don't. I think I want to play X23. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the double and Deadpool to play X23. She comes into play with 1 thwart, 3 attack, and a response after X23 attacks and defeats an enemy. Ready her. I believe I'm going to use these 2 resources to play Mission Leader. That way I can draw another card. Alright. And X23 is going to attack Klaw for 3, bringing him from 10 to 7. Okay. And then we will ready everyone up. She'll take a damage, by the way. Ready everyone up. Drop to 5. We got Call for Backup, Suit Up, Uncanny X-Force, Caliban, and a Good Workout. Okay. One's going to go on the main scheme. Klaw is going to attack. I'm going to have White Fox defend. So that's 0 plus deal 1 damage to each hero. So I take a damage. And the second one is 1. So he's going to attack for 1. So that's going to knock White Fox out. We get an encounter card, which is Solid Sound Body attached to Klaw. Klaw gains Retaliate, and we have to spend 1 of each resource to get rid of this. Okay. That's our turn. So we don't have any side schemes, but we could attack Klaw for 6, potentially, and knock out. It'll knock out both X23 and Cable. We could play. I'm going to use Caliban to play Call for Backup. Comes into play with 3 threat. Play under any player's control. Uncanny X-Force says play under any player's control. Max 1 team card per player. Each of your characters has the X-Force trait. Each ally you control gets +1 thwart and takes -1 consequential damage after thwarting a side scheme. So if I play that right now, I can, yeah. So I'm going to use a Good Workout and Suit Up to play Uncanny X-Force. I'm going to now thwart for 3 with Cable, thwarting off Call for Backup, which will defeat this, and it'll get removed from the game, but we get to go search for. Each player may search their deck and discard pile for an ally and put it into play. But before we do that, real quick, I get to draw a card from Cable for defeating a side scheme. I'm going to exhaust Mission Leader for defeating a side scheme and drawing a card. And Cable will not take a consequential damage because he thwarted off of a side scheme from Uncanny X-Force. Alright, after that, now I go find an ally. Now let's look in our discard pile real quick. We got Caliban. After Caliban enters play, discard cards from the top of your deck until an X-Force, Factor, or X-Men ally is discarded. Add that ally to your hand. We could go get Diamondback again. Who do I have in there? I think I have think I have. Let's go get Adam Warlock. Or we got Marrow. We have Marrow and Adam Warlock and Outlaw. Let's go get Adam Warlock. So Adam Warlock comes into play. Adam Warlock has a response of after Adam Warlock attacks, thwarts, discard one random card from your hand. If that card's printed resource has a physical, remove 3 threat from a scheme. A energy, heal 3 damage from an identity. A mental, deal 3 damage to an enemy. Or a wild, choose one above. So, all right. I think what I'm going to do is have Adam Warlock thwart for 1 off of the main. I'm going to discard a card at random for my hand. All right, what is it? It is my wild, Lucky Bee Lady. All right, so that's a wild, so I get to choose one. What do I want to do? Do I want to heal 3 damage from an identity, which I've only taken 2 damage? Remove 3 threat from a scheme, it's at 1. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. All right, so Klaw's going to go from 7 to 4. Okay. Don't want to swap that because I'm going to need that. I think I'm going to... If I attack Klaw, it's going to knock out X23. Let's get him down to 1. So we're going to attack for 3 on Klaw. Bring him down to 1. She's going to take a damage, and she's going to take Retaliate. Knocking herself out. This is our hand. And Domino is going to thwart the last off of the main scheme. All right, and then we'll ready up. Do I flip down? I think I'm going to flip down before I end the turn. Yeah, so let's flip down. We'll drop to 6. She got her sharpshooter, got probability field, another suit up, 2, 3, 4, 5, luck and good, and our jackpot resource. All right, cool. Okay, so 1 goes on the main scheme. Klaw is going to scheme for 2 plus 3, which is 4. Bringing this up to 5 right off the bat. Wow. All right, and then we get an encounter card. Hopefully he doesn't scheme again. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Okay. Ooh. Let's not do that. All right, let's just shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. All righty. And then we'll flip over the top card. All right. Probability field. Back to our turn. All right. What does probability field do? Maybe I want to swap that with something. When you use a basic power, discard the top card of your deck. You get +1 to that power for this use. Each resource card discarded that way. That seems pretty useful. What is luck and good? Hero Interrupt Defense. When a boost card is turned face up during an attack against you, exhaust Lucky Good, cancel that boost effect, and boost ability. Give the attacking enemy another boost for this attack. I don't like that. It's useful for a really bad card, but should just cancel, not give me another one. But I think I'm going to use her ability to swap the top card with a card in my hand, in my discard pile, and put probability field back in my hand. And I'll put suit up down in the discard pile. I'm going to flip up. Then what I'm going to do is use I could do 3 damage to him. If I attack him, I'm not going to take the retaliate because it'll be defeating him. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap the top card of our deck with the card in our hand, which is going to be Jackpot, which is Luck and Break. Okay. Hero Interrupt. When you reveal an encounter card, discard Lucky Break, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it. Reveal another card of the encounter deck. All right. So what we're going to do then is use Adam Warlock. We're going to attack Klaw for 1, flipping him to his stage 2, which has a when revealed effect. Search this deck and discard pile for the Immortal Klaw and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Comes into play with 18, but we're going to go get the Immortal Klaw and put that into play, which is going to bring him up to 28. All right. Fun thing is that we still have to do Adam's ability. So he goes up to 28. All right, that was the damage that we did. We're not going to take retaliate because we defeated stage 1, and I'm going to go off of the rules that when you defeat an enemy, you don't take retaliate. So he's at 28. Now we resolve Adam's response because it says after he attacks or thwarts. So it's not when he attacks or thwarts. So after he attacks or thwarts, we're going to discard the top card. It's Jackpot, which has all 3 symbols, which we get to remove 3 threat from a scheme. We're going to remove 3 threat from Immortal Klaw. Defeat it instantly, bringing him back down to 18. We will exhaust Mission Leader to draw a card. It's going to be Clarity of Purpose because we defeated the side scheme. So we're going to do that. Then after that, we get to heal 3 damage from an identity. We're going to heal up to full. And after that, we get to deal 3 damage to an enemy. So Klaw will go from 18 down to 15. All right. Then what I believe we are going to do, that is discarded. Okay. Wish I had an attack. But that's got to go down. So we're going to 2, 3. We're going to thwart 3 off of the main, bringing it down to 2. That's going to knock Cable out. Okay. I'm going to use our double to play probability field. I'll use Lucky Break for free. I'll use Lucky and Good to play Clarity of Purpose on us. And don't really know if I need Sharpshooter right now. I don't have our pistols. So I think I'll just discard that and draw a fresh hand. Alright. So we'll ready everything up. Adam should have took a second damage. So drop to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our pistol. Jeez. Okay. So 1's going to go on the main scheme. It's going to go to 3. Klaw is going to attack. Okay. I'm going to... I'll take it. Because he's going to get 2 boost cards, and I think I can take 1 good hit. So I just got to do... I got to do 15 damage still. So let's not. Let's defend. So it's 1, 2, 3, and we put the... So 3. We defend all of it, so we don't take any damage. Gunrunner comes into play, so now he's going to attack. We'll take that. Counter card is going to be... We are going to immediately, because it's gang up, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you, we're going to immediately use our Lucky Break. When you reveal an encounter card, discard Lucky Break, cancel the effects of that card, discard it, reveal another card from the encounter deck. We're going to reveal another card. Masters of Mayhem. When revealed, each Masters of Evil minion attacks the hero engaged with you. If no attacks were made this way, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Masters of the Evil minion, put it into play, engage with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. Let's go look in the encounter deck for a Masters of Evil, right? Yes, Masters of Evil minion. Don't want Radioactive Man. Tiger Shark. After Tiger Shark attacks, give him a tough. Oof. Probably going to be Melter. So I'll go get Melter. He has a... the engaged player must defend against Melter's attacks with an ally they control if able. He has 5 hit points. Alright. Alright, that's shuffled. It's back to our turn. Alright. I think we're going to use X-Force Recruit on Adam Warlock for free. He gains the X-Force trait. He gets +1 hit point, so he has 4 hit points right now. Oh boy. Alright. I think I'm going to use Pip the Pug to play Superpowered Training. Comes into play with 3, and when defeated, we get to go get an identity-specific upgrade and put it into play. Alright. I'm going to then use Clarity of Purpose to take a damage and generate a wild resource, and I'm going to use Domino's Pistol to play Right Place, Right Time. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and discard the top card of your deck for each resource icon discarded this way. Remove 1 additional threat. So we're just going to remove 3 threat from Superpowered Training. This goes away. We have to discard. It's going to be Marrow. And then I will exhaust Mission Leader to draw a card. put that over there. We got to get an identity specific upgrade and put it into play. So probably want to do our guns. Or a gun. So we'll go get a gun. That's our discard pile. Alright, the gun exhausts Domino's pistol. Choose an enemy and discard cards from the top of your deck. Deal 1 damage to that enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. This attack gains ranged. The card we drew was X-Force Recruit. We're going to use Domino's ability to put this on the top of our deck and trade it with Outlaw. Alright. After that, can't play Outlaw right now, so I think I'm going to get one more good use out of. Oh, I should have kept Outlaw on the top of the deck, then I don't get to choose. But I'm going to thwart for 1 off of the main with Adam. Discard the top card, which is a physical resource. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. So we'll remove 3 threat from the main. Alright. And we're going to choose. Hopefully there's something good in here. So we're going to Domino's Pistol. We're going to exhaust Domino's Pistol. Choose an enemy and discard the top card of your deck. Deal 1 damage to the enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. This attack gains range. We are going to choose the weapons runner, I think, for now. Alright. So discard the top card. Okay, Digging Deep, which goes to our hand. But it's a wild resource, so we're going to deal 1 damage to the gun runner, weapons runner. Alright, we have 2 cards in our deck. 3 cards. Alright. So that's that. We already used all of our abilities. So we'll ready up. Or do we flip down? Hold on. It could flip down. 2, 3, 4. That's a base of 4 threat going on there. It could go to the next scheme. But we could probably, we could get 1 more use out of him if we flip down, because we have to defend with him. Yeah, let's flip down. All right, and then do we want to use her ability? No, let's not. So we'll ready everything up. We're going to drop to 6. 3, 4, 5. We get an additional boost card, or encounter card. We got 2 Digging Deeps. All right, then we draw 1 more, which is Marrow. Okay. 1's going to go on the main. Klaw is going to scheme for 2 plus, so just 2. Brings it up to 3. Both of them are going to scheme for 2. Brings it up to 5. I didn't surge when he came out. Crap. Just realized that. So counter cards is a side scheme. It's illegal arms factory. When revealed, place an additional threat here. So it comes into play with 3. Second one is our nemesis comes into play. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside an area for one copy of superpower feedback attached to your identity and shuffle. So we're just gonna put that on us. Put her side scheme into play. And then shuffle the rest into the encounter deck. So, what is superpower feedback? After you resolve an ability on your identity or an identity-specific card, you take 1 damage. Alter Ego, discard 1 identity-specific card from your hand to discard this card. Okay. And then the side scheme comes into play with 3 and also says, it's called Not My Lucky Day. Each player must either take 1 damage or place 2 threat here. I'll take 1 damage. Alright, it's back to our turn. Alright. So I have to discard an identity-specific card from our hand. As an alter ego action. I think I'll discard Outlaw. Discard this. Alright. What I'll do then is, I think I just want to start. Oof. Alright. What do we do? What do we do? Do I want Outlaw back in my hand? I think I want Outlaw back in my hand. So I'm going to use Nina's Thurman's ability to put Outlaw back in my hand and put Build Support into the discard pile. What I can do is use Adam Warlock to thwart off of a side scheme, which I'm going to thwart off of Not My Lucky Day. So that'll be at 2. I discard the top card of the deck. And it is Cable, so it's a mental. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. I'm going to do 3 damage to Topaz. He doesn't take a damage because of Uncanny X-Force. Uncanny X-Force. He gets +1 thwart. He should have thwarted for 2. Oh no, he does. He has X-Force. Right. So he should have thwarted for 2. Takes no consequential damage because he's thwarting off of a side scheme. All right. I'm going to flip up. I'm going to use these 2 resources. Oh, I got a thwart. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to use these 2 resources to play Marrow. When after Marrow enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to get rid of the weapons runner. Sorry, that should be in the discard pile. Then Marrow is going to thwart for 2 off of Not My Lucky Day. Getting rid of it. She doesn't take a consequential because she thwarted off of a side scheme. She does have X-Force. I'm going to exhaust Mission Leader to draw a card, which is another Domino's pistol. All right. Then what I can do is use Outlaw and Domino's pistol to play Right Place, Right Time. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and discard the top card of your deck. Remove an additional threat from that scheme. So I have to discard 1. Alright, it's diamond back. This goes away. What I'll do then is I will use Domino's Pistol, exhaust Domino's Pistol, choose an enemy, discard the top card of your deck, deal 1 damage to that enemy for each resource icon discarded this way. So Melter, discard 1, is going to be Digging Deep, which goes to my hand. So that's 1 damage. Or what? When counting resources on cards discarded from the top of your deck, count each printed wild icon twice. So does that mean Domino's Pistol does 2 damage? I'm going to say yes. So that's 2 damage. Then what I'll do is attack him for 2, and an interrupt. When you use a basic power, discard the top card of your deck, get +1 to that power for this use resource, for each resource icon discarded this way. So we're going to discard a card, for that's 2 genius, or 2 mental, so it's 2 plus at least 1, which is 5, knocks him out. Alright, Digging Deep is in our hand. Alright, I think we're good for now. That's at 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next scheme. But we took care of a lot of threat there. Alright. So ready everybody up. Draw up to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Got our jackpot. Alright, cool. 1 goes on. It's gonna pop that. Alright, Secret Rendezvous. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded that way. Minion is engaged with you. Alright. So we discard until we get to a minion. Uh-oh. There's no more minions? No, radioactive. Okay, there's one. Jeez. So that's Prototype. Prototype gets +1 hit points for each luck counter on him. When revealed, place luck counters on Prototype equal to the amount of damage your identity has sustained, which is 3. So he gets 3 luck counters, which gives him +3 hit points. So he has 4 hit points. All right. So that was just the initial threat going on. Klaw is going to attack. I think Marrow's going to step in front of it. So Marrow's going to step in front. So Klaw's attacking for 1 plus gets a tough. And 2. So knocks Marrow out. Whoops, those don't go there. Okay. So he got a tough. He knocked Marrow out. Prototype is going to attack for 2. I will take the 2. All right. Okie dokie. So what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Domino's ability to swap the card in my hand with the top card of my deck, which is going to be an energy. I'm going to put Jackpot on the top of the deck. I'm going to use X-Force Recruit to play Lucky Be a Lady. Discard the top card of your deck and count the resources on it. For each resource counted this way, we do a thing. It is all 3. So we heal 2 damage from a character. We're going to heal 2 damage from Adam Warlock. We're going to remove 2 threat from a scheme, which we don't have to. Deal 3 damage to an enemy, which I believe we're going to deal 3 damage to... Do I want to do it to him? Yeah, let's do it to him. So we're going to do 3 damage to him. So he's got 1 health left. Alright. So that's that. Alright, next thing, we have 2 resources to really do nothing with. We're going to play Lucky Break for free. Adam Warlock is going to attack Prototype, knocking him out. Alright. Those go away. I'll put the damage on him for right now. Then we do his ability, discarding the top card of the library. Or our deck, library, talking magic terms. And it is a physical. Move 3 threat from a scheme. Don't really want to do that. But what we can do now is we can attack Klaw for 2, knock the tough off. We will use Domino's pistols, discard 1, so 1 damage goes to Klaw. We'll take a damage because that is considered an attack. And then I think we're going to flip down because we're going to have to recover. So we're going to flip down, ready everything up, drop to 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got all the resources. All right. One's going to go on the main scheme. Claw's going to scheme for 2 plus discard 1 card from your hand. Does it say random? Yes. All right. Please be a resource card, right? Like, nope. It's our good workout. That's fine, though, because we can get it back. Then we get our encounter card. Alter Ego. Klaw heals 4 damage, so he's going to go back up to 18. He's going to go back up to full health. All right, that kind of sucks. All right. I could have used, hold on. I could have, that's a hero. I'm in Alter Ego. Hopefully I did that last time. At the right time. Don't want to play Weapon X. So it's our turn. I'm going to recover for 3, go up to 6. I think it's finally time to try to get rid of Solid Body. So I'm going to get rid of Digging Deep, Lucky and Good, and Weapon X. I'm going to count those as all 3 resources to discard his Retaliate. All right, I'm going to hold on to those doubles. I'm going to flip up. Or before I do that, hold on, before I do that, because I had a plan. Right? Yes, I did. All right. So recovered. I'm going to put, does it matter? Not really. I'm going to put the strength. I'm going to use her ability to swap a card with my discard pile because I want a good workout to put in my hand. There we go. Then I will use these 3 resources to discard this. All right, there we go. Then I will flip up. I'm going to use a double to play a good workout, deal 4 damage to an enemy, discard the top card of your deck, and deal 1 additional damage for each resource. So I'm going to go bring him down to 14, discard the top card, and deal 1 damage. So he's down to 13. I'm going to use Domino's Pistol to discard, deal damage. Adam Warlock is going to deal a damage, take a damage, discard. Um, Now it says printed resource twice, so I'm going to choose 2. Does it say each? Um, no, it says, okay, so if it has one of these, then do it. So I'm just going to choose 1. I'm going to do 3 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to bring him from 11 down to 8. Oop. All right. And then that'll be the end of our turn. So I'll ready up. Drop to 5. X Gene, right place, right time. Good workout. 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1 goes on the main. He's going to attack. I'm going to defend and probability field. So that's 12. That's 2. So that's 5. I'm defending for 5. So that's 1. Oh, plus 3. So that's 3 total. Get an acceleration. Okay. I don't take any damage. And we get 1 encounter card, and hopefully we can end this soon. All right. Put this in here. Encounter card is Topaz. So then after we do that, we search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside for 1 superpowered feedback. Okay. So we gotta go get this. Get a superpowered feedback. Shuffle the deck. We have to do that in Alter Ego. All right. So it's our turn. So after we resolve an ability or an identity specific card, we take 1 damage. Well, I think I'm going to use the ability, so I'm going to take a damage. I'm going to swap White Fox with the top card of my deck. Is Deadpool. So I could take a damage. So I go from 6 to 5. I am going to attack Klaw for 1. Bring him down to 7. I am going to discard the top card, which is White Fox. She comes into play. I get an extra encounter card for next turn. She has an energy resource so that heal 3 damage from an identity. So we go from 5 up to 8. Okay. White Fox is going to attack for 1. Take a damage. Come on, little token. There we go. I forgot to shuffle my deck. I gotta shuffle my deck. So he's down to 6. Okay. 3 or 2, at least 3. So I could get him to 3. Play good work. We could play good workout. Let's play good workout. We're going to take another damage because it's an identity specific card. Remove deal 4 damage to an enemy. Discard the top card of your deck for each resource icon discarded this way. Deal 1 additional damage. So we're going to deal 4 damage, bring them down to 2. Then we're going to discard a card. It's a mental, brings them down to 1. After we do that, we're going to use Domino's Pistol to exhaust, discard. It's a wild, so that's 2. So that's 2 damage, bringing Klaw down to -1. I'll just say for the super powered feedback that we take a damage from that too, from the ability. All right. So we defeated Klaw on standard with this leadership deck. It's pretty cool. Definitely Adam Warlock would have been knocked out, by the way, after that attack. So he would have been gone. So Adam Warlock is very good with Domino, being able to manipulate your deck and discard piles. So, but I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what else you would like me to play, and have a good day.